What up? It's your boy Big Zoe, and this is Talk of the Streets. Where mostly the streets do the talking, but I got something to say this time. Yo, stop caping for Gucci Man. He told. It's okay. I'm a fan of a lot of his music too. I'm from Georgia. He told. Yes, two things can be true though. He is a CEO. He is a husband. He is a businessman. He is damn near 50. He do got kids. All of those things are 100% true. Just like it's true that he told. And all of those things were true. Not that he told, but that he's a CEO, husband, father. You know what I'm saying? All of those things were true when he got up on that Versus stage and said he was smoking on a dead man. All of those things was true when he got on live and said he was going to smoke niggas who try him. And he wasn't going to tell the police if a nigga tried him. When you put that type of energy out in the atmosphere, what do you expect to happen to you, bro? I've seen it too many times. I am close in age to WAP. I'm 3 years younger than he is. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I don't perpetuate no street image. Not no more. I used to, but I don't do it anymore. I'm not saying I'm smoking on nobody homeboy. I ain't got no ops because I'm a father. I'm a husband. You know, I don't perpetuate that. So if I call, it's different if I call the police when somebody robs me than if Gucci, who is still perpetuating that same cycle in his 40s, because he was in his 40s then too. He's still perpetuating that same cycle. Then you a street nigga that's playing CEO. You a businessman, but you also a hood street nigga, a trap nigga, or whatever you want to call yourself, because you perpetuating that cycle. That's why the streets is dead. That's why the streets was never alive. It's designed for you to fail somehow, some way, some form, so fashion. Either you gonna fold eventually, like he did, because he snitched. It's okay. It's okay to admit that. Either you gonna die or you gonna end up in jail. That's what you get from the streets. Now you might make some money on the way. You might get some clout on the way. You might be the man on the way, but you on the way to death unless you detour. Bottom line. But stop. I've seen all these people talking about how old he is and what he is. He was all of those things when he said, I'm smoking on Pookie Low. Go dig that nigga up. You send another one, I'm gonna do him the same way. What kind of energy is that? That's the energy that you inviting as well. You can't do that. You can't do that and then try to pull, thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. No, bro. No. You've been doing shady business. We ain't even talking about the street stuff. You've been doing shady business when it comes to 1017 for a very, very, very long time. Very, very, very long time. And you've been perpetuating that street cycle for a very, 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 very long time. Kids, let this be a lesson. Either the nigga gonna tell or the nigga gonna snake you. That's the life of the streets. Somebody gonna tell, somebody gonna snake you. That's what comes with it. That's why the no snitching rule was brought into play. Because if we gonna play this game and we gonna reap the benefits that come with this game, we gotta also know the downs. The downs of that game is a nigga can tell on you because you're doing illegal stuff. The downs is also a nigga gonna snake you because you might have more than what he got, or you might have done him something. That's what the streets is. So I don't want to hear no excuses for a dude who got 1 foot out and 1 foot in when the stuff starts to happen to him that he was rapping about for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, it's morals and principles. And that's what every man should stand on, his word. If you say you ain't gonna tell the police, it sucks. And you stupid for saying that if you want to be a CEO and a businessman, but you said it. Nigga, if Dr. Umar got engaged to a white woman, wouldn't you have something to say? Yeah, because he stood on something completely opposite of that. It's the same thing. Morals, principles, compass. If you ain't a man of your word, then I can't believe nothing you say at the end of the day. That's what I teach my sons. And I ain't teaching them to be no street nigga. I'm teaching them to honor the things that they say or don't say them. Simple as that. Now, Pooh. I got some sympathy for Pooh, but not enough sympathy to not say that, bro, you should have handled this in a different type of way. You should have handled it in a different type of way, brother. You can't do street stuff because these niggas will tell in this industry. These niggas will tell. They not as street as you think they is. None of them. Except for maybe Pooh. Except for baby Shiesty. Shiesty might be for real. But regardless of what, bro, you came home, man. I had so much respect for your music. Every time you dropped before, when I heard 762 God, I'm like, who is this young dude with this accent? And you was doing a little rhyme scheme, that little Memphis drawl, where it's like a delayed bar or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. But the Memphis niggas and the niggas who listen to Pooh know what I'm talking about. Plus, he was doing that little, he did it again when he said, fresh about the feds. I'm fresh about the feds, but what he do to repeat the bar, but he said the other way around, and then it carries on to the next verse. Man, Pooh was on his way to being a hood superstar in the industry, which you don't see a lot of that, because most of the time when they climb up, either somebody kill them, they go to jail, something derails them. And this is no different. This is why you got to stay out the streets. Now, you went from possibly becoming one of the biggest niggas in Memphis to fighting for your life again, bro, when you just got out the feds. You still had an ankle monitor on. Come on, man. You got to be smarter. But the reason why I said I got some sympathy for Pooh, because I know Gucci has done some shady business. We saw him asking for them chains back after Pooh Shiesty's cousin passed away. We seen people after leaving the label, or sometimes while they were still on the label, talk about the shady business practices. And ain't nobody except for Pooh really took off mainstream. Now, the new 1017 was they had some real promise. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of people. Of course, Pooh led that charge along with Fujiano, Scar, Chanting. You know what I'm saying? Like they had some real polarizing figures, but none was bigger than Pooh. And I know if he signed that contract, it was some shady business dealings. I just don't have no respect for nobody who had been through some shady business dealings, because you definitely have been through some, WAP. I remember Big Cat Records, and this ain't no shot to them, but I remember you complaining. I remember the business. I remember everything that was taking place. There was no question that Pooh Shiesty was bigger than that contract at that time. You should have been the one to go to him and say, hey, can we renegotiate? If we can't renegotiate, okay, well, this how much it's going to cost to get you out of this. Simple as that. No, I'm not going to drop you. Why you keeping somebody that don't want to be kept? When you got on live and dropped everybody else besides him and Fujiano, you ain't keep that. And no, I want y'all to go ahead and be free. Why you ain't let him do it? You know why? Because you were getting such a gigantic percentage of whatever he was doing. You raping the man at this point. And everybody ain't going to play with you when it comes to their money. Everybody ain't gonna play with you when it comes to their family. And some niggas really bout what they be talking about. Some niggas are men of morals and principles. And Pooh seems as if he is one of them. He's going to step if these things are true, allegedly. Now, I do want to say, nobody won in this situation. Gucci looked like a goofy because he can't stand on the word that he been preaching for 20 some odd years. And Pooh Shiesty's locked up, possibly facing 30 plus years over some stuff, you know what I'm saying, that he was already set financially. I don't know what he was financially, but he would have been better on the outside making money than he is sitting in that cell with no bond. They both got to make better decisions. Gucci, you should have just did the right thing and let that man go. You should have just did the right thing, bro. You should have did the right thing. Now, it don't matter that you a CEO. Yeah, you might make money off Pooh, but if you get 30 years, what are you going to make, realistically? Who else is on the label besides you and Pooh? And Fu, I think, is still on there, but Fu locked up. What are you going to, what is the benefit of that, brother? Like, let people go if they want to go, especially because you and I both know that he has surpassed what you thought that could be when it comes to notoriety, popularity, and streams and sales. Niggas love Pooh Shiesty, bro. They love it. They love the authenticity. Negotiate, please, or let them go. That should be the only rules, especially because that's what you wanted somebody to do for you once upon a time. You put that type of energy out, though, that's what you get in return. Let me know what y'all think down below. I'm going to be in the comment section, too, seeing what everybody think, because when I posted it before, everybody was saying there was a difference of opinions. Shout out to Gucci for dropping the first ever snitch day out, though. I don't think we've ever seen that before. But I appreciate all the supporters and subscribers. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, share, hype, and whatever else is on the buttons down there. Hit the notification bell. Just talk of the streets. Your boy Big Zoe. Holla at me.